Hey guys, I'm Steph and welcome to my beauty stash. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for watching another one of my videos. Today we are talking e.l.f. makeup. I did a major e.l.f. haul over the Black Friday weekend, and one of the items that caught my attention were these new liquid glitter eyeshadows from e.l.f. I picked up 3 shades. They retail for $5 each, and I cannot wait to try these with you guys today. I also picked up a new eyeshadow palette. This is the e.l.f. Hot Chocolate Spice eyeshadow palette. You get 15 shades in here, and this one retails for $10. Another thing that I'm going to be trying here on camera is a new e.l.f. blush. This is the primer infused blush in the shade Always Earthy. So let's go ahead, let's get into the video already. Let's try out these liquid glitters. If you want to see how everything turns out, keep on watching. Alright guys, so before we get into the eye look, I want to go ahead and try out this new blush that I got. This is the Primer Infused Blush in Always Earthy. I know the Primer Infused blushes came out a little while ago, but I know they just released 1 or 2 new shades. So I'm not too sure if this was the newest shade or not, but something I have been wanting to try now for a while. I also picked up this brush. This is the blush brush. I love using e.l.f. brushes. They get the job done for not a lot of money. That is a very pretty color, nice peachy warm tone color. Really like that, like the way it's going on. Really focusing it just right here on the front of my cheek, lightly blending it. What do you guys think? Have you all tried these blushes? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think? It's the first time I'm trying one of their primer infused blushes. So what do you guys think of this blush? I love the shade. I think it's really pigmented. It was a little bit difficult to blend out, and I don't know if it's necessarily the blush or this brush, since this is a new brush that I am using. But I like it. I like the shade of it. And after I blended it and went over it with my makeup sponge, I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and just add some highlighter real quick. And this is also from e.l.f. This is not new. I've had this in my collection for a little while, and this is in the shade White Gold. Alright, so let's dive in to this palette. I want to create 2 different looks on each eye, so that way I can make sure to use all 3 of these liquid glitters. We're going to start with the right eye, and the first shade that I'm going to dive into is going to be this purplish shade right here. I'm going to work that in my crease. There's lots of pigmentation, immediate payoff with this one, so do go in light-handed. It's been a little bit that I don't use e.l.f. eyeshadows. I've never really bought that many of them. I buy like other little products, like of course the makeup sponge, I buy the brushes, and lip gloss, lipstick, stuff like that. I don't really gravitate towards buying any of their eyeshadow palettes all too often. To be honest, I think I only have like 1 e.l.f. eyeshadow palette, and that's like a really colorful one. I think I got it last year. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with, let's see. I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna go back into that same color, but I'm gonna take it on a smaller brush. And I also picked up their detailed crease brush. So I'm just gonna intensify my crease area using the same shade. And this little brush is so good for getting right in here, right in the crease, and just keeping the color there. All right, so far I am loving the way this is coming out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna lay down a little bit of this purple shimmer shade. I'm gonna place that all over the eyelid, and I'm going to spray my brush with a little bit of the Mario Badescu facial spray, just to really get that shimmer payoff. I do this with the majority of my shimmer eyeshadows, Doesn't matter what brand they are. I just think by wetting it, you get a much better effect. Alright, I got a little bit of fallout with that. I'm gonna wipe it away, but nothing major. And there's really not a lot of kick up in the pan either. It's working pretty good for a $10 eyeshadow palette. Not bad at all. For the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and I'm gonna try and just focus that on the outer portion. I'm gonna work it up a little bit into the upper lash line. Now for the inner portion, I'm gonna go back in. Actually, no, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. I'm gonna work that on the inner portion of the lower lash line. So now we're going to dive into one of our liquid glitter eyeshadows, and I'm going to go in with the shade Black Magic. Isn't the packaging so cute on these? They're really small, and if you compare it to the Stila, you'll see just how small it is in comparison. This retails for $5. You get 0.1 fluid ounces in here. Let me go ahead and swatch it for you so you guys can see what this looks like. It's not as opaque as I would like. Let's see, I think hopefully I can build it up. Let's go ahead and apply this directly. It has a little doe fit applicator there. Let's go ahead and apply this directly to the eye, and let's see what happens. I'm gonna focus it more towards the outer portion. Really is sheer. I'm going to take that same little brush. I'm going to kind of just blend this part right here. I'm going to let that one dry, and I'm going to go in now with Bling Bling. This is the silver shade. I'm going to apply that to the inner portion of my eyelid, and that's what that shade looks like right there. Let's see how this one is going to do. I want to see if I can build up that black shade. They feel very wet when you're applying them. Yeah, that didn't even adhere to part of the eyelid. Maybe if you just lightly dab it. That one is not adhering to the eyelid. Let me try and build up the Black Magic shade a little bit. Yeah, it's the middle of my eyelid that it's not wanting to adhere to. You go back in with Bling Bling. Let's see if I can get it to stick. See? You can see that patch there. Yeah, it's just I don't know why it's not wanting to stick in that area. I like the way the sparkle looks when you build it up. What do you guys think? I'm just gonna leave that one alone. Let it dry, and then I can try going back in once I know that it's completely dry. Let's move over and do the second eye. So for that eye, I'm gonna go in with this shade right up here. This is a really nice transition shade. And I really do like the way this palette is performing. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of, let's see. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. Now I'm going to go in with this dark brown right here on the end, and I'm going to go and work that into the crease, really define that crease. Now for my eyelid, I'm going to go in with this shimmer shade right here. And I'm going to, of course, wet my brush. It's a pretty, nice, like, rusty color. That looks really nice. I am so impressed with this palette. It's a solid little eyeshadow palette for 10 bucks. Can't beat it. Nice little Christmas gift right here. For the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with this really pretty orangey reddish shade right here. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this gold shade right here and pop that in the inner corner. Now let's go in with our last liquid glitter eyeshadow. This one is in the shade Flirty Birdie. This shade looks really, really pretty. I hope it performs a little bit better than the other two have. Just picking up some of that shimmer shade that was on here. Kind of blend those together. See, and I feel like that one's not sticking either. Let me go back to this eye because I know for sure this one is dry. I'm gonna go back in with Bling Bling. That helped out a lot. Let me see this other eye. Let me add a little bit more. I think this shade definitely worked better than the other two shades. This eye was a lot of work, and I'm still not 100% happy with the way it looks. What do you guys think so far? I think the look is pretty. It's a nice glitter sparkly look, but I'm not crazy about how they performed, especially these two. This one was Bling Bling and Black Magic. Black Magic worked better than Bling Bling did. For some reason, it's just in this little area right here. It's not wanting to adhere. I don't know why. I'm gonna do my eyeliner and mascara off camera, and then we'll come back. I'll give you my final thoughts on the new e.l.f. products that I tried out, and that way you can see if it's something that you want to purchase. I'll be back in a bit. Alright guys, so this is the completed eye look using e.l.f.'s new liquid glitter eyeshadow and the new Spice palette from the Haute Chocolate line. The palette, guys, is a no-brainer. This was the star of the show. This was my saving grace. For $10, you get 15 really versatile shades, guys. This is a day to evening palette. This is your neutral to dramatic look palette. You can do a lot with this. I love the shades, the tones. You can do some cool tones, warm tone looks, whatever you want. This is a really nice palette for the price. I highly recommend this palette. For blush, I am wearing the Primer Infused blush in the shade Always Earthy. I think it's a really pretty blush. It just took a little bit more effort than I'm used to in blending out. But other than that, I think it's a really nice shade. It had really great pigmentation, and I'm hoping it's going to last all day. We shall see, but I really do like it. This one retailed for $6. I want to say they just released this shade and another shade, or maybe this is not a new shade and they released another new shade. I'm not too sure, but there's a new shade released in this primer blush, so go to the e.l.f. website, check that out. I think they even have these on Ulta. I'm not too sure, but it's not bad for $6. It works, it does the job. And finally, guys, the e.l.f. liquid glitter eyeshadows are unfortunately they're gonna be a pass for me. I just think they didn't perform the way I was expecting them to. I still have a patch on my eyelid that can't be covered. Bling Bling right here was a major disappointment. Out of the three, I think this one was actually the better performing one. I mean, I don't know why the color would make a difference, but somehow this one just seemed to perform better. This one is in the shade Flirty Birdie, and it's the one I have here on this eye. I really love the way this eye came out. I think it came out really great. This eye, I mean, I love the colors, I love the tones and everything, but I just don't love that missing patch of glitter and eyeshadow there. But if you're curious about them and you don't mind spending the $5, just know that you're gonna have to build them up, let them dry, then lightly dab and go back in, maybe even get a really smaller brush than this to kind of just pat it in there. But don't be surprised if you have an area on your eyelid where the glitter doesn't want to adhere to. I didn't try using glitter glue. I used my e.l.f. concealer as primer for my eye look today. Maybe you could try using some glitter glue. I don't know if e.l.f. makes one. I know NYX makes a good one, and it's really inexpensive, so that might be something that you want to try. But for me, I just think they were a little too much effort, and I'd rather invest that $5 in a product that I know is going to work. So that is my, oh, one more thing, guys. This little detail brush. Have you all tried this little small detail crease brush? I really loved it. I think this came out to like $2 because I got it half off. So really, really happy with this eye brush. Wanted to give it a shout out real quick. So that is all that I have for you today, guys. What do you think of the look? What do you think of how these products performed? Leave me a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Click on that subscribe button before you leave. You guys have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated. Got my jug right here. And I will see you all real soon. Bye.